Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Cooking It Old School with Adam. It's kind of late at night here, but I'm getting a hankering for some of my famous grilled cheese, so I think we're going to cook some of that. Got all the stuff ready. I'm using my new HD camera, so I hope this looks pretty good. But let's swing around here and show you the setup. We've got our pans, our pots, we got everything going to get this grilled cheese cooking. And this is going to be our cheeses. So I've got a nice selection here if you want to see all of these cheeses. We've got on the intense side, they're divided by mild and intense. The intense side we've got an earthy intense brie. Look at that. We've got a 5-year cheddar. That cheddar is older than maybe some of the viewing audience. We've got blue Stilton, which I've never heard of. On the mild side we've got a more milky mild brie. It came with some fruit, so it's got a little bit of juice on there, but that'll just add some flavor. In the middle we've got a 12-month cheddar. It's like a little baby cheddar. And then here we have a buttermilk blue, which also has some berry juices on it, but I've never heard of that either, but it sounds good. So we've got all these cheeses ready to do our grilled cheese. Now over here we've got our cheese cooker. Now this may look like an egg poacher, but I assure you this is for cooking cheeses. So we're going to take some of these. I think we're going to do our 12-month cheddar. Put that right in here. And then we're also going to do our 5-year cheddar right next to it. A couple pieces of that. And then I think one of the bries. Let's go crazy. We're going to do the intense brie. I'll put that right in here. And then for the last one, how about a buttermilk blue? We're going to make this delectable for you guys. So we'll turn the heat up for that for a little bit, and while those cheeses are melting, we are going to check on our water. Now this is boiling over here. It's pretty good. And we have this back here. Over here, we're going to start getting our toast ready. So I'm just going to grab some bread and get the toast going. And while the cheeses cook, look at those. So many colors, so many flavors. It's going to be delectable. You don't even know, guys. I've had this recipe perfected over years, and my mouth is salivating over the thought of a grilled cheese sandwich. One of my favorite grilled cheese sandwiches. Be careful cooking this late at night. I was just thinking about this, but you could get cheese nightmares, which are not fun. I had a cheese nightmare once where a werewolf was cooking me, and that was just, that wasn't good. We'll mess with that later. Okay. Back to the cheese. Look at these things. Let's heat this up as hot as we can get it, because I feel like that will melt this cheese good. So we're going to cut here, and I'll come back when the cheese is ready to go. Alright guys, we're cooking. Our cheeses are melted. We got most of them pretty much melted. Everything's going. We got steam and boiling everywhere. We're going to set the camera down right here, and I'm going to drain the oils from these cheeses. Doesn't that sound awesome? Yep, alright. So we're going to take our cheeses, we're going to slowly lift them over here into view, and we're going to drain the oils, because this is really key, guys. We need these oils to make an effective grilled cheese. Some cheese might get in there, but we got to get rid of this oil. Too much oil means too much fat. But the oil is also very useful, so we want to save this oil. Alright, oh, some of the cheese is getting loose. I hope you guys can see this. My hand's in the way, isn't it? Okay, so I think we've got most of the essential oils out of the cheese. Let's get a little bit more. There we go. That looks pretty good. We got the oil drained. We're going to move the cheeses back onto the heat. They need to cook more. They're not done yet. Alright? We're going to cook those a little bit more. We're going to get this going good again. The toast is done. It's fine. We don't even... It's good. Okay. And I'll be back when we're ready for the next step. Alright guys, if you're following along at home, this is the next step. We are going to add this oil back to the cheeses. Now this oil is really key to the good grilled cheese sandwich, as I may have mentioned earlier, but this oil, we need it in here or else it's not going to taste good. So we're going to put it back in, That's looking good, yeah. Alright, gonna move that over there. And we're gonna let this cook a little more with these essential oils. And we'll be back for the next step. Alright guys, our cheeses are still going. We've got about another hour I think for that, but I'll cut that out so don't worry. Back here we're gonna get our another essential ingredient out here. Okay, put that back in there. Alright. And we're gonna have one of these. Delicious. Alright. And we're gonna let the cheese cook and I'll be back in 1 second. Alright guys, the cheese has been cooking for about 45 minutes now. So it's time again. We're going to put the camera down here, aim at the bowl, and we're going to get rid of this essential oil. Now it's not as essential as you might think. It's good for flavor, bad for fat. So we're going to move this over here. We're going to drain some of these oils out. And these oils, they taste good, like I've said, but you know, you don't really need them. They're not as essential as they seem by their name. Don't be fooled by the name, guys. We're losing a bit of the brie, or the Stilton. Or baby blue, I'm sorry. But yeah, got those oils. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's put this back here. Gotta make sure we're not losing too much cheese, guys. You lose a little cheese, you gain a little flavor. You lose a little oil, you gain a few pounds back that you would have. No, that doesn't make sense. You lose those pounds that you might have potentially had in a theoretical world where you ate the essential oils. Okay, I think we're just about done here. We got another 15 minutes or so with the cheese, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, as you can see, the cheeses are thoroughly done. They are ready. We're going to turn all these burners off. We're going to get going with the sandwich. So I'm going to put you guys down here, and you're going to get a good look as I put the cheese on the bread. This bread has been sitting for a couple hours now, but I think it's still good. I don't want to waste bread, and it's all down to the cheese anyway, so. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to put these cheeses. Now I want to keep the cheddar on one side and put the other fancier cheeses on the other, just to keep stuff separate, you know. You never want to mix these things until they're in your stomach. Ugh. Let's put this baby blue on here. The baby blue really binds everything together, if you haven't noticed that. Alright. All the cheeses are in. Let's get a good whiff. This is delicious. Ugh. I got a little bit of baby blue on my finger. Okay. Alright guys, this is the time when we push the cheeses together. So let's watch this. Alright. A little bit gushy out the side is okay. So we got the sandwich ready. Now this is the time when we do our second to last step. We add back this essential oil. Now this, we're just going to drizzle it on top. Delicious. It's almost like a piece of French toast. It's supposed to be very wet, and it should smell really bad when we're ready to do it. So here's the last step, guys. Now don't try this at home. This is an advanced cooking technique. We are going to take this Coleman lighter thing, and we are going to sear this. Now, this sears in the flavor, it sears in the texture, gets everything going good. So let's do it up. Alright guys, let's sear in the flavor. This will heat your bread back up too, which is really good. So be very careful. You don't want to follow this unless you are a cooking master. I have a degree at the French Institute of Technology. I studied there a few semesters. So we're going to sear in these essential oils. And just searing is the key word here, guys. We got to sear it in, you know. That magic flame, just sealing in the flavor and keeping us healthy. I think this is looking pretty good. We could probably cook this. So if you cook the center, the heat will disperse. You can do stuff like this. That looks cool, you know. Get the sides a little. I like to get the cheeses on the sides. Get them melting, get them hot. Alright, I think we are out of... Oh, there we go. Okay. Thought we ran out of fluid there for a second. But I think this is just about ready. So we're going to cut here, we're going to come back, and you're going to see me enjoy this delicious sandwich. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we're done cooking. We got a big mess, but that's alright. It's definitely worth it. So we're gonna go over here, and here's our finished product. Let's get a rotation shot here. Zoom in. Can I zoom? Yeah, zoom in on that cheese. Get those essential oils. Alright, guys, here's the moment you've been waiting for. I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna take a big bite, and hopefully I can get it on camera. Alright, you guys see me? Okay. Let's go. Oh my god, it's soggy. Alright. Here we go, guys. Cooking it old school. It's so good. It's delicious. Mmm. Yeah. So let me know if you make one for yourself, and let me know how it turns out. Let me know how it turns out, because I don't want to like hold all this flavor for myself. I think you guys should show, but don't do the searing part. I'm a little worried that somebody might burn themselves, but just be careful. Maybe get your parents to help you, and I'll see you next time on Cooking It Old School with Adam. Goodbye, guys. I love you.